In my childhood, there was no cable line in our home. So these things called like ZTV and Star Plus and all this stuff, all this fancy stuff that people used to watch and enjoy at that time, I did not have any access to them. So when I used to go to any, my relative's house, I used to just, get busy with the TV with their house because I was fascinated about all the contents that they were streaming there. And I was really, happy when I used to see this kind of stuff. But my parents decided to cut this because they thought that it will impact my study and I will be watching televisions all day and there will be impact on my study. And because of this, because I had no access to exposure to content, in Doordarshan DD1 and DD2, we had TV, right? So there was only two channels that used to come at that point. DD1 was the first, Doordarshan. So what really used to happen is that they used to show movies on Saturdays and Sundays. So these 2 days I used to get very excited because I was at Friday I was so excited that I used to feel that hey, I can't really sleep today because tomorrow I will be watching movies, my mom will be cooking chicken, and it was sort of like a mini festival for me, like those Saturdays and Sundays, right? Mostly on Saturdays I used to go to some places like my relatives places or something like that. On Sundays we used to eat a lot of great things, and then I used to watch movies. Like they used to show this two movies I think back to back, and sometimes they used to show movies at night as well. So I used to watch all these things, right? So it was like quite really good life, so I was enjoying it. But on the Monday to Friday I used to study and play. I used to study, play, eat and repeat, and also I used to sleep, right? So these are the four things that were commonly there. But also on the Monday to Friday, when I was getting a little bigger, I was I was fascinated about this topic subject called history, and I used to like physics and history most. So on I think it was Thursday or Friday, I used to all day I used to just read history books. So I was always prepared for history and physics and all the things that I just need to make up somewhere here and there, right? So I used to study mostly on Thursday because that day my teacher used to come. But when I was in college and then in the workplace, I thought that this kind of things does not apply. But when I started watching videos and podcasts and all these things, I realized that theming your day is very important. And I was unconsciously theming my day when I was in childhood. My parents were responsible for some of them, but yeah, I was theming my day. You want to have a great body, right? So instead of going to gym every day, you can decide that hey, for 3 days I will be going to gym and I'll be doing hardcore exercises. So theming your day actually helps a lot. Suppose you want to take notes on the books, that all the books that you are reading, right? And you're thinking that you're not taking notes and it is not helping you. So what you can do is that you can take notes at certain days. For me it is Monday to Tuesday, I guess. So that's what I do. I mostly take notes. I do read books at this time. Suppose what really happens is that at my work I'm feeling tired and I don't feel like working, so I just take book here and there. But these days are primarily for taking notes, all the things that I have highlighted on the book, all the things that I feel that okay, that is going to be okay with my life. Sometimes I take book summary as well. So these are the things that I do. Okay, on Saturdays, that Saturday front, what really happens is that I do brainstorm a lot. I quite reflect on the life. So I see that what are the things that I'm doing, what are the things I can do on at the next week, right? Because I don't want to clutter these days, right? Because this is not really a work day. So that's how I theme my day. So it becomes very important. See, to theme your day, you obviously need a goal, like to do what you want to do. So you need to prioritize things. You can't really theme your day like, hey, I would like play for 5 days. So this is going to be if it is not adding any value, you can't really theme your day like this. Obviously add some day things that is going to add value to your life as well, right? So that's what I want to say. So theming your day this way becomes very important. So the first thing that you should do is that prioritize at least one thing. So this is how you should get started. Prioritize at least one thing that you want to do, right? And theme a day around it. Like, suppose as I give you this example, right? So you read a lot of books, suppose, and this is an example, you can apply it to anything. And you want to take notes, because those notes, and you want to reflect on these notes, like how it is important for your life and what are the things that you can do with it, obviously, right? Maybe you want to create content out of it. Maybe something is not clear on your mind, but still you want to discuss with your audience, right? All of this thing requires time, right? And you dedicate like 1 day or maybe 2 days to actually give yourself that time to understand what is there, and you take notes. So you theme your day around it. You don't read books. Your focus is not reading books. If you read books, that's okay, but your focus is mostly on taking the notes. You need to schedule it. Sometimes you may say that is it called batching tasks together? Yes, but it is like on a bigger scale, because you give yourself more time. So for me, I give like three, I think, three pomodoros to this, like for taking notes, and 3 pomodoros for clarity, right? Sometime and also I give 3 more pomodoros to me to actually understand that what I to come to a conclusion that what I am actually gathering all this time, right? So this is how I actually work. Okay, because I have a day job, I don't have I don't have that leverage to actually theme my day in that way. But I try to put some bits and pieces here and there, because I do get time at morning, and it becomes very important if you wake up in the morning. So I do get some time, and I try to theme my day around it. So that's it for today's podcast. If you like this podcast, don't forget to give 5 stars from wherever you're listening to, and don't forget to subscribe the podcast on this app. And that's it for today. Have a good day.